Okay, I'm Carissa Gulyas, and I'm here with buylocallyct.com, and right now I am with Tony Nestora with Backup Better Vehicle Safety Products. And Tony is going to go over what exactly his products are, how him and his business partner got started, and then you'll see a little demonstration on how to actually put the products in your car yourself. It's very easy. Okay, so hi Tony, how are you?
I'm doing fine, and I'm flattered that you're here. He designed these product sheets. Okay, this one is on the blind backup better add-on blind spot mirrors, which Carissa, you've just seen how well they work,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then this is on the lens, and I'm going to put this one a little closer to you. But if you notice on this side, it has the increase in vision that you get with the lens. And over here, it shows you a little boy behind an SUV or a station wagon that you would not be able to see without the lens. And that's why there's so many what they call blind zone, blind spot, back over accidents. There's 50 a week, and a lot of them are fatal. So what we have is basically, depending on the size of your vehicle, smaller add-on blind spot mirrors. These are a snap. It takes 5 minutes to put both of them on. There's just double-sided tape on the back, and the best thing to probably do though is to have somebody move it around while you're looking to see where you like it. Do you want it closer to the car, further away from the car, high, low, whatever. So that we then, for big cars like Suburbans and things, we have larger ones.
Now, for the mirrors, these will not block the whole entire mirror, right? Because it's hard to see from the video the size of it, and we'll go over it in the video.
No. This is.
It's just a part of the actual mirror.
I would say it doesn't even cover 10%. It might cover 5% of the mirror. It's just a small add-on, and it's in a spot on the mirror that ordinarily really is not doing anything for you. I like to put it higher and closer to the car, and that's almost like a dead spot. It doesn't really show you anything worthwhile. And then the lenses are made of optical grade polyvinyl chloride, PVC, and they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you see me differently.
Yep.
My face, I'll put it on.
It's like a magnifying glass.
Well, what happens is there's variations on this. It's called a Fresnel, F-R-E-S-N-E-L lens. And if you feel this side, there's all these little lines, and those little lines are like diffusers, and they magnify what you see. So there's a smooth side that goes on the window, and the nice thing is it's just really static electricity, whatever, that holds it on. You wet it, you put it on, push out the bubbles. If you don't like where it is, you could peel it off. You can make it higher, lower, put it in the middle. You can do anything you want. I actually had this one gal who is so crazy about this. She has a minivan that they were going to visit her husband's parents in Kansas, and she peeled off the backup better lens and brought it with her on a vacation because they rented a minivan and she couldn't live without it.
Yeah.
So if you get a new car, you can peel it off and put it in the new car or whatever. But they're inexpensive enough that it's not a problem. And then for larger cars like Chevy Suburbans or whatever, we have the 11 by 14, the others are 8 by 10. But again, this tries to show you how much more you can see. I think there's a colored spot that's the actual view, and then the lens adds the rest of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's very clear.
So it's pretty straightforward, and since we're talking about this, you also saw me go behind the car and squat down in a position you would never see me in my own car. And then you went and looked into the mirror and you saw me. Voila, that's the whole purpose. The blind spot behind an SUV, a minivan, or a station wagon is anywhere from 14 to 45 feet. And the smaller you are, a little pretty soccer mom, 5'2",
Right.
5'3". If you're up higher, then your line of sight is coming down. If you're shorter, your line of sight is more level and you can't see as far. So it's really, I hope soccer moms isn't a derogatory term, but you know, who has young children is rushing around all over the place, taking them to school, taking them to athletic events and gymnastics and whatever else they do, is young parents. And the worst ones are the grandparents, because they have no contact with these kids on a regular basis, and God forbid that they have to watch the kids while the other people go on vacation. That's when there's a very high percentage of accidents in those situations. So we decided, we had a mission, we're dads, we have kids also, that we should start a company. And yes, we sell things and we make money on them, but the objective, the goal was to save lives, to make this world a safer place. I know that sounds corny, but it's so easy and so simple and so inexpensive to basically put this in your car, and it gives you peace of mind, more confidence when you're backing up, especially back parking. Okay? Now we're looking at seeing somebody, but when you're back parking an SUV or a minivan or a station wagon, you can't see that good. Okay? And and even when you're driving on the highway, you can see if somebody's tailgating you. You actually it'll show you the opposite lanes rather, next to you. It's not like a backup camera that is a little size of a dime or a nickel that just shows you right behind your car. So to me, it's counterintuitive to look forward, because the picture from the camera is on your dashboard. So you're looking forward to see backwards.
Absolutely. And I think it's also really good, not just for people with kids, but for dog owners as well, or people with pets, because their dogs might be running behind their car to go say hi, or as they're leaving. So I think this is really a great product for everybody, to be honest.
Well, just to give an example, I had it in my SUV when my office was in Stanford, and there was a gym very close by that I used to go to. And I backed up into a fire hydrant. I couldn't see the fire hydrant, and I wrecked the whole rear bumper, and it cost quite a bit to get it fixed. And I know people that have run over those little tricycles and everything else like that. So we use the child as the example, because that would be the greatest loss. How would you like to run over and kill your own child and have to live with that? So,
And what are some of the statistics for that?
well, according to Kids and Cars, which is run by a gal, Jeanette Fennell, and that's the largest, most prestigious child safety blog in the country. She's actually connected to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA. This happens 50 times every week. Okay, so 2,500 times plus a year, and that's what they know about. Okay, this happens. Now, a lot of them don't even go reported. It could be happening twice as often. But what seems to be getting all the attention lately is people that are either tweeting or texting on their telephones, and they're having accidents. Well, there's almost as many accidents on backup accidents, as there are for tweeting and texting. Yet that's not really getting that much play. Now, Congress passed a law that mandated that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has to do something about this problem of backover, blind zone, blind spot accidents. Okay, but we have a portion of our clients that say, oh, I don't need that, I have a backup camera. Free to say, you know what, why don't you see which one you like better, or if even with the camera it makes sense to have both. I mean, you're talking about a $15 investment. Amortize that over the 10 years you're going to have the vehicle, and it doesn't really cost you too much, a half a cent a day. So that's basically what we're doing. But Backup Better is up and running. We've gotten tremendous positive feedback. We've had no complaints. Nobody asked for their money back. Everybody likes them. And I would say 1 out of 5 of our customers ends up coming back and buying more for friends and stuff when they see, you know. And I know that because one of the gals that bought them had it was a funny name of a street, and this gal had the same address as this other person, except the house number was different. So you know the neighbor down the block bought one after seeing it. So that's basically it. I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to kind of spread the word about Backup Better. And let's go put one in your car and see how it works.
Absolutely. Now, can you just tell people what your website is so that they can go and look into this and purchase it if they would like?
Backupbetter.com. BACKUP better, BETTER. BACKUPBETTER.com. Backupbetter.com. And the interesting thing is, we chose the name because backing the car up was the issue. But there's a lot of other sites that look at backing up better as backing up your data on your computer. So some people that do a search get a lot of computer stuff and not ours. So, but we like the name and we're going to stick with it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Tony. Now we'll go over to the demonstration so everybody can see that. Okay?
Terrific. You got it.
Okay, so now we're at a vehicle. We're at my vehicle, actually, which does not have any lens in it yet. And Tony is going to demonstrate step by step how to place one in your car so that you can do it yourself at your house. Okay, go ahead, Tony.
Okay, it's real simple. We're going to put this on the window over here, and we're going to put water on it. So since we're covering the window, we're just going to spray a little Windex on there. And I prefer to use ammonia-free because I'm concerned, although we really haven't had anybody complain, that the ammonia might affect the polyvinyl chloride. Since you're putting water on the lens, it would like reactivate it. But that's it. We just clean the window. So that's a part of the thing.
Okay, so that's part one, cleaning the window.
This is part two. This is a lens. It says top on it, so you know how it's supposed to go. This would be the top. And the smooth side goes against the window, and the side with the little ridges in it, which is actually what makes it into a lens, it goes on the inside. Because it's inside the car, the good news is it rarely, if ever, gets dirty. So it's not a high maintenance thing. My wife's, oops, we dropped it. My wife's backup camera we have to clean several times in the winter. Okay, we're gonna put this right here.
And that was just water that you sprayed?
All that was plain water that you might mist your plants with or something like that. We put it right here, and we're just gonna, we did a pretty good job the first time here. It didn't have a lot of bubbles, and actually, if I look from here on a different angle, I could see a couple, but that's it.
Beautiful.
That's all it takes.
Okay. And then we'll get a view from the inside of the car, so that way everybody can see what it looks like when you're looking from the back.
But you can see it's very easy to put in.
Okay, so I'm in my car now, and as you can see, I have the camera pointing to the rear of the vehicle, and you can see where Tony had put the lens in. It just fits perfectly down there, and I can see so much more of the rocks that's right behind my car than you can from the rest of the window. So you can get a pretty good view, a pretty good idea of exactly what the difference is. See, you can't see him normally, but with the lens I can actually see Tony now. So it makes a huge difference. It's pretty amazing.